What's up, guys? Part-time Gamer Dad here. I'm making this video separate from my 5 minutes or less review of Raw that took place on March 17th. This is something that needs to be talked about completely separately, and I don't want there to be a time constraint. This is such an important thing to address. The show of Raw kicked off with John Cena coming out. Same music, same gear. Nothing about the presentation changed. When that music hit, when My Time Is Now hit the arena PA, that crowd lost it. They booed Cena. They chanted, "Cena sucks." He got into the ring. They were booing him and telling him he sucks, and they were dropping F-bombs at him. He dropped the mic, and then he started to leave, and they booed him. So he came back and said, "Okay, let me try to talk." They could not let him get a word out. He dropped the mic again. He went to leave again. They said, no, okay, come on, we're going to boo you again, but come back and talk. He finally came back and talked. And guys, I don't say this lightly. John Cena, he's one of my, probably in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. But he's kind of hokey. I mentioned this when I talked about the Elimination Chamber 2025 review. John's known to make some silly faces, have silly reactions, say silly things. He's done some really solid promo work over the year, and there's been a litany of incredible people on the mic and promos, and we could talk about the pipe bomb all day. We could talk about The Rock. We could talk about Roddy Piper all day. But here's the thing. This promo, in terms of how visceral and how real it felt, no one could take away from John Cena how good of an actor he is after this promo. This promo came from the heart. Whether he was turning it up to 11 or he was just putting on a show, and he's never really felt this way, but he is just making us believe that, this promo did such a good job of giving you a reason, whether you're a fan of Cena or not, to hate John Cena. And his whole point was that it doesn't matter if you're for him or against him, he hates you. He doesn't want your support. And over the last 25 years, he has been booed and ridiculed and hated upon by the general IWC, the internet wrestling community, but as well as just the fans as a whole. And there were even people in that dueling chants of, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." And I love what Cena said. He said, if you're a person who says Cena sucks, you're already just trash to me. So I don't take what you have to say at any face value whatsoever. And if you are the people who are saying, "Let's go Cena," you mean nothing to me too, because you haven't done anything for me. You're wearing my clothes. You're wearing these words of hustle, loyalty, and respect, but you've been sitting on your butts watching me be great for 25 years. You wear those words, I live those words. Incredible stuff from John Cena here, talking about how the fans have betrayed him and how he tried to do it the right way. And he kept winning. And I honestly thought he was going to say he won a lot, like 16 times. I thought he was going to just do the amount of championships he's won. But as he got towards the end of this promo, and he was really drilling home the fact that he's great and the people suck, Cody coming out with, the Kingdom theme and the crowd chanting and singing along, it was exactly what we needed to get people to buy into Cody Rhodes as that mega uber babyface akin to John Cena from the 2000s, from the early 2010s. But nobody was booing Cody Rhodes. They were chanting his name. They were singing his song. Everything he said, and it was very quick. The interaction between Cody and Cena was very quick, but everything he said held weight. And I loved it when Cena went to say, "Listen, kid," and Cody said, "Enough." And it's not kid, it's WWE champion. We forget sometimes that Cody has been wrestling for almost 20 years. I think 17, 18 years to this point. He was around during Cena's peak years. So these two know each other very, very well. Between, just the young upstart, Dusty's son, all the way to dashing and undashing Cody Rhodes and Stardust, of course. We've seen a lot of different iterations of Cody Rhodes during John Cena's prime years. And now the script has flipped. We have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Cody Rhodes as a babyface, as the babyface. And this moment here tonight solidified. Cody Rhodes is the undeniable, beloved babyface who everybody is behind. This isn't like a couple of years ago where we said, hey, I'm really digging Roman, the Bloodline storyline. He's a really fun character to watch. John Cena is a really fun character to watch. He hates us. He loathes us. He does not want our support. That makes it really easy for us all to get behind Cody Rhodes. Yes, it's a story and he's playing it up, but that's the story that needed to be told, because I was somebody who was like, I want to see John Cena beat Cody Rhodes. And I still kind of do to see him get 17, but man, it would be really cool to watch Cody Rhodes shut his mouth, right? And that's the whole point behind wrestling. That is how you market and promote a show. You want to see the heel get his mouth shut by the babyface. That's what made Ric Flair such an impactful heel back in his run, back in the 70s and 80s, is he would go from territory to territory. He would be this really established, dominant heel champion. He would come in, he would run down the people of the territory, and by the time he was leaving that territory, he'd have this big blow-off world title match against the local babyface. And all anybody wanted to see was see a babyface. And it could be anybody, right? Like, you could have Wahoo McDaniel, you could have anybody who was in that territory, who was like a representative of that area at that time, be the guy to take out Ric Flair. You didn't care who it was, as long as Ric Flair was on his back for the 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to feel the same way about WrestleMania 41, which is why I think it's going to be so great when it doesn't happen and John Cena wins number 17 and then comes out and he is booed to a level that we can't even imagine. These European crowds, guys, we need to step it up in the U.S. The European crowds are crushing us when it comes to fan engagement, fan reaction. When we look at the audience tonight, the energy from that crowd has just permeated into everything that the superstars are doing at that show. Penta and Ludwig Kaiser was definitely elevated by the crowd, by the audience. And guys, listen, when it comes to the presentation of John Cena, I prefer no new song. I prefer no new gear. Like he said, we don't deserve it. But I think, honestly, it connects us more to the fact that he didn't change. Who John Cena is at his core doesn't have to change, because underneath the surface has been boiling this disdain all the time. That is who he is. John Cena is the champ. He is the Dr. of Thugonomics. He is hustle, loyalty, respect, at least in his mind. And we are just the pawns now, right? We've used him. Now he's going to use us. Guys, what an incredible character development for John Cena. This is going to be an incredible road to WrestleMania. I cannot wait to see this match. Let me know in the comments down below. How do you feel about this whole John Cena turn? How do you feel about him coming out on Raw tonight in the presentation? And how do you feel it's going to go at WrestleMania? Is Cena going to capture number 17? Or, like Cody Rhodes said, he's going to send John into an early retirement? P.S. He's not going to do that because he's going to stay the whole year. So let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you very soon.